How many got to be here last week and see the wonderful presentation by the Pathfinder group? It was so inspiring. And I was inspired by that also because of the drama of it all. And I have a song that has been in my heart for, I guess many years actually now, that whenever I get to sing this, it just brings pictures to my mind of what it was like for Christ. And sometimes I can't get through this without crying. And I hope that you will, in your imagination, be picturing what this was like. Walking down the street to Jerusalem, time had come to sacrifice again. Had my two small children, they walked beside me on the road. The reason they had come to watch the Lamb. Daddy, Daddy, what will we see there? Oh, there's so much we don't understand. So I told them about Moses and Father Abraham. Then I said, dear children, watch the Lamb. There'll be so many in Jerusalem today. We must be sure that our Lamb doesn't run away. So I told them about Moses and Father Abraham. And then I told my children, your job, watch the Lamb. When we reached the city, I knew something must be wrong. You see, there were no joyful worshipers, no joyful worship songs. And I stood there with my children in the midst of angry men. And then I heard that crowd cry out, crucify him! Crucify! We tried to leave the city, but we could not get away. We're forced to play in this drama, a part I did not wish to play. Lord, why upon this day are men condemned to die? Why are we standing here where soon they will pass by? And I looked and said, even now they come. That first one, he cried for mercy, but the crowd, they gave him none. And the second one, he was violent and arrogant and loud, and I still hear his angry voice screaming back at the crowd. And then someone said, look, there's Jesus. I scarce believe my eyes. A man so badly beaten that he barely looked alive. The blood poured from his body, those thorns upon his brow, running down the cross and falling to the ground. And I watched him as he struggled. I watched him as he fell. And that cross came down upon his back, and the crowd, they began to yell. In that moment, I felt such agony is lost. Until a Roman soldier there grabbed my arm and he yelled at me, "You! Carry that cross! Carry the cross! You! Carry the cross!" Well, at first I tried to resist him, but his hand had reached for his sword. So I knelt before him and took the cross from my Lord. I placed it on my shoulder and started up the street. Now the blood that he'd been shedding was running down my cheek. They led us to Golgotha, drove nails deep in his feet and hands, and yet on the cross I heard him pray, "Father, forgive them, they know not." I never have seen such love in any other eyes. And he prayed, "Into my hands, Lord, I commit my spirit." And he died. I stood for what seemed like years. I've lost all sense of time until I felt those two tiny hands there hanging tightly onto mine. My children stood there weeping, and I heard the oldest say, "Father, please forgive us," but the lamb ran away. Daddy, Daddy, what have we seen here? There's so much we don't understand. So I turned and took them in my arms and turned to face the cross. Then I said, "Dear children, watch the Lamb."